You don't watch history. You become it. Today, you are Elizabeth I, the daughter they tried to erase, but you are not born to be the great queen England remembers. You are born as a problem, a girl, a disappointment, the child of a woman your father will one day execute before history calls you Gloriana, before poets compare you to the sun, before England paints you as the Virgin Queen. You are a little girl whose mother is killed by the order of her own father. Your name is Elizabeth. Your father is Henry VIII III. Your mother is Anne Boleyn. And almost from the beginning, your life is surrounded by danger. When you are born, the court does not celebrate the way it would have celebrated a son. Your father wanted a male heir. Your mother promised him a future, but you arrive as a daughter, and in the world of Tudor power, a daughter can be loved, used, married away, or discarded. A daughter is not safety. A daughter is not certainty. A daughter is not the son your father tore England apart to get. Then, when you are still a child, your mother falls. Anne Boleyn, once the woman powerful enough to make a king break with Rome, is accused, condemned, and executed. The woman who gave you life is turned into a warning. Her name becomes dangerous. Her memory becomes something people speak carefully, or not at all. And you, her daughter, are declared illegitimate. Just like that, your place in the world changes. Yesterday, you were a princess. Now you are a question. Are you royal blood or a political embarrassment? Are you Henry's daughter or Anne Boleyn's stain? Are you a child to be protected or a threat to be watched? You learn very early that love at court is never simple. A smile can hide calculation. A compliment can be a trap. A gift can be a message. Silence can be survival. You grow up moving between households, tutors, stepmothers, shifting alliances, and court whispers. You are educated brilliantly. You learn languages, scripture, history, music, rhetoric, and politics. But the most important thing you learn is not written in any book. You learn how to survive powerful people. That becomes your first crown, not gold, caution. Your brother Edward becomes king after your father dies. He is young, Protestant, fragile, and surrounded by men who want to rule through him. England changes again. Religion becomes law, and law becomes danger. One monarch changes the church, another changes it again, and every subject must pretend their conscience can move as quickly as the crown. You watch, you listen, you do not move too quickly. Because in Tudor England, being wrong is dangerous, but being too visible can be worse. Then Edward dies. Your sister Mary takes the throne. Mary is Catherine of Aragon's daughter, the daughter your father cast aside, the daughter who never forgot the pain of watching her mother humiliated. To Mary, you are not only a sister, you are the child of Anne Boleyn. You are Protestant hope. You are a possible rival. And soon, suspicion finds you. Rebellion rises in England, and even if you do not lead it, your name is close enough to danger. You are arrested. You are taken to the Tower of London, the same place where your mother walked before her death. Imagine that journey. The river is cold. The walls rise ahead. The stones remember too much. You are young but not naive. You know what the tower means. You know that royal blood does not always protect the neck. You know that innocent people can die if their existence is inconvenient enough. Inside the tower, you wait. Every sound matters. Every door could be news. Every guard could be the last face you see before the end. This is not the life of a future queen. This is the life of a survivor learning how close history can place death beside you. But you do not break. You deny. You endure. You stay careful. You write with precision. You speak with restraint. You give your enemies no easy weapon. And slowly, impossibly, you survive. Mary dies without an heir. And the girl who was once unwanted, illegitimate, and suspected of treason becomes Queen of England. The crown comes to you, but it does not come gently. England is divided, Protestant against Catholic, noble against noble, memory against memory. Europe watches, waiting to see if you will fail. Many men believe a woman cannot rule without a husband. Many believe your body is a political problem that must be solved. They look at you and see a marriage treaty, a womb, a temporary ruler waiting to be guided by a man. They are wrong, but you cannot simply say that. You must prove it for the rest of your life. From the beginning, everyone asks the same question. Who will you marry? Not because they care about love, because marriage is power. If you marry an English noble, you may divide the court. If you marry a foreign prince, you may make England dependent on another kingdom. If you marry a Catholic, Protestants may fear betrayal. If you marry a Protestant, Catholics may see war. If you do not marry, they fear the dynasty will die with you. Every choice is a trap, so you turn refusal into strategy. You let suitors hope. You let ambassadors wait. You let foreign kings imagine possibility. You use marriage as a language, a weapon, a delay, a promise you never fully give. Men expect your hand. You give them uncertainty. And uncertainty keeps England alive. But ruling alone is not romantic. It is exhausting. You must be more than a monarch. You must be a performance, a symbol, a living answer to every man who thinks female power is unnatural. Your face becomes policy. Your clothes become theater. Your speeches become armor. You learn to be many things at once. A prince in authority, a mother to the nation, a virgin to the poets, a king when needed, a woman when useful, a mystery always. But behind the image is a human being who remembers the tower, a daughter whose mother was killed, a sister who was suspected, a queen who knows that love can become politics and politics can become death. Then comes Mary, Queen of Scots. She is everything your enemies need her to be. Catholic, royal, charismatic, a woman with a claim to your throne. To some, she is the true queen. To others, she is a threat wrapped in tragedy. You do not want to kill her. That is the part history often forgets. Executing a queen is not a small decision. If one anointed monarch can kill another, then what does kingship mean? What does sacred authority mean? What does your own safety mean? But plots gather around Mary. Men conspire in her name. The Catholic world looks toward her. Your advisors press you. Time presses you. Fear presses you. And finally, you sign. Mary is executed. The blade falls. And even though your throne becomes safer, something in the idea of monarchy becomes darker. You have survived long enough to become the kind of ruler who must make choices that stain the soul. Then Spain comes. Philip I does not see merely a woman on a throne. He sees Protestant England, piracy, rebellion, insult, and defiance. He sees an island that refuses to kneel. The Spanish Armada sails toward you, carrying the weight of empire, faith, and punishment. England is afraid, and this is the moment when symbols matter. You ride to Tilbury before your troops. You stand before men who may soon die defending a queen many once believed too weak to rule. You do not hide behind palace walls. You do not let them see fear first. You give them words. You tell them you may have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but you have the heart and stomach of a king. Not just any king, a king of England. In that moment, you become more than Elizabeth. You become the idea England needs. The Armada fails. Storm, strategy, fire ships, and English resistance break the Spanish threat. Europe sees that England did not collapse under a woman. England survived under one. Your legend grows. The Virgin Queen, Gloriana, the ruler married to her kingdom. Portraits show you timeless, jeweled, untouched by age. They turn you into an icon, because icons do not wrinkle, doubt, regret, or grow lonely. But you do. You grow older. The men you trusted die. Friends vanish. Favorites disappoint you. The court changes around you. The question of succession returns like a ghost. You spent your life avoiding the traps of marriage. But time creates another trap. What happens after you? You gave England stability, but not an heir. You gave England victory, but not certainty. You gave England an image so powerful that even you became trapped inside it. By the end, you are surrounded by silence, ceremony, and memory. The girl who was once declared illegitimate has ruled for decades. The child they tried to erase has become the face of an age. And yet victory does not erase loneliness. Power never gives back what it takes. It does not return your mother. It does not return your childhood. It does not make trust easy. It does not let you know whether people love you, fear you, or only love the crown sitting on your head. When death approaches, you do not leave a child behind. You leave a country transformed. You leave a church settlement, a naval myth, a literary golden age, and a monarchy remade in the image of a woman who refused to disappear. The men who underestimated you are gone. The court that doubted you is gone. The father who wanted a son is gone. But your name remains, Elizabeth, the unwanted daughter, the cautious survivor, the queen who turned vulnerability into performance, refusal into power, and isolation into legend. So now the question belongs to you. Was Elizabeth I truly free, or did she spend her entire life trapped inside the role she had to perform? Was she a brilliant ruler who saved England, or a lonely queen who sacrificed her private life to survive a world built against her? And if everyone expected you to become a wife, a pawn, or a failure, would you have had the courage to become a myth instead? Comment below. Because this story is not just about a crown. It is about what happens when the person they tried to erase learns how to write herself into history. And remember, you don't watch history, you become it. Today, you were Elizabeth I.